Hey, okay. So before start, just one point. The focus for each step is quite difficult to memorize. So before you make use of the 35 to 40 minutes in the task, I spend around 10 minutes in summarizing the points from the brief to my document so that I can have a quick references. And I'm sorry, I'm not good at focus on a long sentence when I'm focused on the research work. And usually I spend around 2 to 3 hours on the topic. Therefore, this time span, I would expect that I can get some pieces of the findings, but may not be able to draw a conclusion without prior knowledge. So yeah, okay. So right now I will start with your websites, and I have this document copy on my iPad, which is not showing on the, oh, accidentally I pressed something. Start a new project. First of all, it's totally an accident. Okay. So it's not discovered by me, but by a random click. Let me reload the website. Oh, the little two kids disappeared. Let me see. So at least the create new project. Yeah, just maybe because it is a first time or second time project, the location lies on my pointer really perfectly. So let me see. I think I still need your document. Create new project for the research. Okay, so let me pick up the title, your title. If it is a quick setup, I don't want to use extra cognitive load to summarize the rest. Please forgive me, I'm lazy. Research topic. Actually, the description and the topic. For me, I will put the same thing to save the time. The toolkit comes back. Frame my question. Oh, okay. Research topic is not the research question. Okay, but I have to compress my time, so I don't want to spend any time of that. I just want to start with the data input and the analysis. Don't stop me at this point. Thank you. Then it seems that the toolbox stopped me to work more faster. I expect I can escape anytime. Scope. Let me see. Is it a literature review? It seems not. Exploratory. Yeah, because I'm not the research professional, just the student level. I can only recognize what is the literature review. And based on the data sets, although I checked it before, but I'm not sure is it exploratory or not. No. Just check the data sets so that I can choose one of the category. But ideally, I will expect that when I load the data, they will give me some suggestions so I can modify based on their suggestion. Okay, all of them are the numbers. They are not qualitative data, not totally qualitative. Wow, how shall I select it? What is focus analysis? I'm quite old school, so I prefer to extract the answers from the existing websites instead of the AI overview. Track individual quantitative analysis tracks individual issues. Oh, okay. So yeah, just blind guess. Let me see. The skip tour. This finally, I aware that I can skip it, but if it is just a cross button, I can skip it much more quicker than now. Yeah. Anyway, fill in the scope and take the references below. What? But I'm upload the CSV. Where can I upload the CSV? I think it's not a academic papers or source references. Actually, I'm not sure. Can I quote the preferences right now? I just want to upload the CSV. Okay, so the confused point. First, the toolbox. Where can I skip it? Second, the description and the research topic. For a quick, short research, I don't want to spend any time to those activities which is not directly working on the data source. And the third one, selecting the categories. And some of the categories I'm not familiar with. And then the others, for the others, actually, what kind of preferences I would like to use, I will prefer to import the CSV first, then prefer to upload the CSV first and then decide it later instead of selecting them right now. I have no idea how can I select. Why I can't select the CSV? Click to browse, but you don't let me upload the CSV. How can I start? Hey, CSV, hi. But your task told me to upload the CSV. Actually, I can't start anything. Okay, without the sources. It's totally required the CSV. Okay, let me reload the page. Okay, let me see the sample. Confirm knowledge. Conscious. Contest. Why it suddenly jumps to everywhere? The purpose of have a look on this sample project is to know where can I upload the CSV, but there is. It seems no way to upload the CSV because it only accepts the PDF Word text files. Why the number of sources increased? Oh my God. Uh, where can I upload the CSV? Uh, okay, let me try to convert it to PDF. Yes, we have the great. I love PDF. Mm, let's send to PDF and then use Excel. Wow. Mm, correct. Save as Excel and then Excel to PDF. Hopefully, I can share some findings within these 23 minutes left. Mm. I'm sorry, I really can't use this tool for the analysis because it don't accept a. Oh, okay. Hopefully, there will be something right. Let me see. Communication pattern. So okay. So first of all, I will expect. Let me choose my own question. And actually, none of the AI generated question related to the study. I feel the control is quite difficult on the interface level because it's really small. The cross icon is really small, too small. Then start findings. When because I focus on how to cross those research questions, so I didn't aware that any changes on the suggested starting findings. Yeah, so if if you expect to observe something like when I edit the question set, I can aware of the findings. So the first most important point is let us visually know where can we delete those unnecessary questions. And finally, because I have a clear research question provider, so I have to remove all the AI questions. But in the real setting, maybe if I didn't have a clear research questions, I will use this tool as a try and error to discover possible keywords for developments, but I will never apply those AI generated questions because I feel not really confident. And my confidence only comes from where I understand truly. So, okay, 20 minutes left. Let me see. And then, yeah, just aware one point. Usually, when we develop the research questions, we read a lot of literatures, the theories, or the definitions of the items we are focusing in the study. So at this point is a little bit not match with our steps in developing our research questions. So that's why I feel those I feel not confident or even don't want to understand what the AI generated for me because I have my own idea already. I just want to align with the research questions I've formed already. And at this stage, there is no space for the interference of the AI. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So suggest starting findings. What does it mean? Oh, oh my God. The findings is it still keeps those irrelevant. It still keeps the findings generated by those questions I deleted already. So it will create another frustration that I have to check, spend time on those question, those findings generated not from my question. So what I expected would be when I eliminate all the irrelevant questions, I keep one here, and then I will see the suggested starting findings will also change at the same time. So, but it doesn't happen. So I have to spend extra time to exclude them. Actually, it increased my workload. Yeah, especially when I am a slow thinker uh, and need more time to build the confidence on the topic so that I can have the indicators to guide me to select the appropriate findings and draw the conclusion. Quality duration. And also, I will think about some feature of the Google Sheets or Excel file. So that means maybe if we can froze the question at the top. So when I review the dynamics, I don't need to scroll back to the top to recall the question again. So alternatively, I will use my iPad anyway. Better influence the effective communication. Okay, then share values perceived similarity. Ma, okay, then socio socioeconomic stability quality is still part of the duration, quality and duration. Okay, individual attributes, attachment styles predicts underlying factors still include dataset, various weighting variables for population presentation. But it's not directly related to the quality and the duration, so I may exclude this. And then let me see what's your criteria for the analysis and pickup findings. Okay, at this point, I would like to change my point of view because I spent some time on filtering them one by one. So first of all, the findings, most of them are, yes, relevant to the data set and also my research question, and they are not totally relevant to the questions I deleted already. So basically, I will trust them at the surface level. At the surface level, it means I will feel reasonable for the keywords, for example, effective communication, shared values, and perceived similarity, etc. And then after that, I will feel a little bit floating because I didn't read the CSV file, the lines one by one, and I will I can foresee that there may be some AI hallucination. Yeah, that means some kind of illusion involved in the generated results. So the headline or the headline is fine. And then for the detailed findings, let me see once again. Mm. Uh, actually, I be I may involve some confirmation bias in this part because I will make the judgment based on my personal knowledge on the relationships instead of quoting my understanding from the data set. So it is the greatest risk of involving some confirmation bias or some kind of insight which is not relevant to the data set. So it will disrupt the analysis, I think. And then let me see. Okay, so topic for new findings. Oh, so that means expand one of the findings means this part. Mm, eh, there is still a problem that I have to recall again. So if there is a option on each card, that me, for example, at this one, we can select excluded, and if there is another checkbox to see uh, to to select it as a new findings for the expansion, it will be much more better in terms of the cognitive load or user efforts. So what shall I expand? Mm, 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 mm. The relationship dynamics, I will be more interested in this part because yeah, for 4 findings, two of them falls into this category, so that is reasonable to select the relationship dynamics for this project. So what the knowledge the AI code to answer you? Mm, review and yeah, I confirm it already, isn't it? I confirm it already, isn't it? What I need to confirm? Um, uh, uh, communication, shared values. I think both of them are important. Yeah, but those cards I didn't select it, they are still exist in the projects. Why I didn't I select it already. Why I have to select it again? Okay, then confirm. Oh ah What does it mean? What does it mean for confirm or oh what I'm doing? Eh, eh, eh. Yeah, I just wonder. I don't know what I'm doing. Eh, zero of one research question answered. Huh? No supporting findings? Yeah, why no supporting findings? Okay, create a branch. Let me see. Mm-hmm. I'm lazy, so I don't change the name. Yeah, and then finding one, two. Uh, the sequence is different. What I expect would be the sequence would be the same as those four cards. They are firstly generated. Uh, uh, okay, select the core one, and then let me see. Explore this angle, just direction. Interact with action. No. Interact with communication during the conflicts. Okay, 8 minutes left. I think I can't draw any conclusion. Uh, suggested direction. Actually, first of all, I will expect when I select one of the findings to expand, I will control all the variables on the middle of the page, same as what I experienced on the first homepage, yeah, the project page. And then second, uh, they say that zero of one research question answered. So this part makes me confused because I said I said the question already, isn't it? Hmm. Uh, okay, so maybe let me choose one of them. Hmm. One, two, three. What is disability bias? Uh, yeah, if the branch flow itself can provide some explanations on some definitions, it will be much more better because for this kind of research, nobody have 100% of the knowledge of all the terminology before entering this page and creating the project. So for this part, if there is some support like searching the definition and also from reliable sources, may not be the Wikipedia, but at least sciencedirect.com or even the Cambridge dictionaries, it can help us to increase our confidence. So so let me see. Disability bias, there is social disability bias. Although the way they call although the spelling may be a little bit different, but maybe just take it. Tendency for individuals to provide more favorable responses to enhance their distorted as they modify this. Oh, so that means makes some makes others feel likable, something like this. Likable, but that is the relationship quality and duration, which part can reflect stronger impact satisfaction quality. disability bias, not relevant. Interact during the conflict, it affects the duration. Okay, then yeah. So that means I have to cross check the key theme of the generated answers with the research question, the two keywords, quality and duration. So I will use this kind of flow to filter those usable findings. Is it comes from my data sets or which paper supported this claim? Yeah, I would like to know the source of the evidence. If not, I will not totally trust it. Foundational common ground and perfected communication. Yeah, generally I agree with this claim. Yeah, but it's not based on the data sets. I would like to repeat again. It's important to know the evidence, or where I agree is it comes from the data set or comes from the citation. So if not, it's just creating some non-academic writing. Yeah, that's I feel really conscious and yeah at this point. And also if there is some sentences, if there is a clear citation sources, I would like to see something like the author writes it in 2022, for example. That means using some citation for I can see some citation formats like the APA or from the Harvard citation formats. And I think, yeah, for example, similar with the Gemini, the Google's AI, they will show the citation when you search the paper. Yeah. So I think the source of the citation is the most important part here, where to show the evidence, or at least which row of the data set I've uploaded can support this claim within the paragraph, not the end of the card. Yeah. So at this moment, let me choose one of them. View finding. Oh, so I think it's not really reliable because for the academic writing, for academic research, the most important part is the claim is supported by the evidence comes from the data set you've used and also the research paper you've used in the citation or the references, so that can prove there is some connections with the existing academic writings or the theories or the frameworks. Is not a heuristic. Yeah. So in the real research setting, I think the most important part, besides the flow of importing the data and also selecting the findings, or yeah, the most important part is not selecting the answer from the AI generated results, but the most important part is the evidence. I need to know that evidence is not created by AI itself, but the evidence comes from the real data set and also the real academic writings. So let me see anything is missing from the checklist. So right now, I think is not able to draw the conclusion because first of all, the findings, my I think for the until creating the findings, those suggested 4 pieces of the card, I'm still satisfying and feel reasonable. But after that, I think the workflow makes me feel not reasonable, and it doesn't help me to improve my understanding so that I don't have a solid indicators or something to guide me to make a reliable choices, and also the lack of the evidence quoted from the data set or quote from any kind of paper. They makes me feel more uncomfortable to draw the conclusion. Even that kind of sentence is, yeah. Although this relationship findings is quite meaningful, but the meaningful means it matches with my daily observation. But now I'm working on the academic research. It's not personal sharing. So my concern is that is lack of some signifiers to bring us to the reliable sources, reliable evidence for this study. So personally, I feel unsafe to make any conclusion for this study. So yeah, apologize. It takes, yeah, apologize. I may be rambling something, but yeah, that's what I want to share. So that's the end of the recording, and thank you for your time. How to stop.